Meghan Markle, who once entered the British royal family as a symbol of modernity and change, has swiftly become a figure of widespread contempt and controversy. Her actions have left many questioning not just her intentions, but her character. From the relentless pursuit of the media spotlight to the blatant disregard for royal traditions and values, Meghan's behavior has fueled an intense wave of public disdain. One of the primary reasons for this intense dislike is her apparent opportunism. Many perceive Meghan as someone who saw the royal family as a mere stepping stone to elevate her own fame and influence. Her swift exit from royal duties, coupled with her lucrative deals with media giants like Netflix and Spotify, paints a picture of someone more interested in personal gain than in serving the public or respecting her new family as centuries-old institution. Furthermore, Meghan's public grievances against the royal family have been perceived as hypocritical and self-serving. While she claims to seek privacy, her actions suggest otherwise. Her numerous interviews, including the infamous Oprah Tell-All, have not only aired the royal family as dirty laundry, but also positioned her as a perpetual victim. This narrative, continually pushed, undermines the respect and discretion typically upheld by the royals and instead sows discord and controversy. Her handling of her public image also raises eyebrows. Meghan often portrays herself as a crusader for social justice and equality, yet her actions often contradict her words. The lavish lifestyle, the exclusive circles she moves in, and the perceived disingenuousness of her advocacy work all contribute to the growing sentiment that she is out of touch and insincere. Moreover, Meghan's approach to her relationships with the royal family has been another point of contention. Her estrangement from her own family, coupled with the tensions she has introduced into the royal family, reflects poorly on her ability to maintain harmonious and respectful relationships. The constant public airing of grievances against her in-laws only serves to deepen the divide and fuel public skepticism about her true intentions. When she first opened her insincere mouth at that interview before they got married, her simpering eyes, constant hand-holding, glaring at Harry, and obvious acting in front of the camera, I knew then that this was a disaster. And then her wedding, I had Zara Tindall's reaction. Couldn't have believed what I was witnessing. It was trashy, comical, and cheesy. Just yuck. The huge problem with this woman that irks me is that all she does is complain about how she is treated, perceived, and represented. Most normal people do, at some point in their lives, admit that they were wrong or apologize for things. Not once have I heard her or Harry, for that matter, apologize or even admit a misunderstanding about anything. She is a narcissist. She is not confused by anything or cares if no one likes her. She doesn't even care about Harry. She just uses him to suit her agenda, even though it is causing a lot of emotional pain to him, his family. When the situation no longer gives her any supply, she'll probably dump him and move on, leaving Harry broken. If she thinks the royal family will pay up, she should think again. She married Harry, not the royal family, so she can blow through all he has. Yes, he can grovel back, and she would be left with a house. She might think she can demand child support from the royal family because Harry was born into the royal family, but she is wrong. They have nothing to do with any breakup. Many already think we are just waiting for the day it's over. It will be all about attention because she craves it, and when she dumps him, it will bring her more attention. Think about him living at the other end of the house. He has nothing to go back to. And would there be a man who wants her? Sex might be there, but nothing else. Everyone will shy away, long away, except maybe creepy Markle. So many of us saw through her phony baloney acting at the engagement interview like she was top billing in an amateur comedy skit. Imagine how she presented herself in person to the royal family. I was finishing my mind. Why can't she just live life? Enjoy family and good health. Appreciate the beautiful beaches and nature where they live, and be grateful for what she has. What stupidity! No kidding. I never understood their attitude from the moment I heard them start complaining. None of it made sense. Here they are, living a life of unimaginable luxury, yet they were always complaining. It's baffling. They were given everything: prestige, wealth, and a platform to make a difference, yet all they do is moan about how hard their lives are. They live in a multi-million-dollar mansion, travel by private jets, and enjoy the best of everything, but still, it's never enough. Their constant griping feels incredibly out of touch, especially when most people are struggling with everyday challenges like paying bills, securing jobs, and dealing with real problems. It's as if they are completely blind to their own privilege. Moreover, their behavior has consistently been about upstaging the other royals. Every event, every appearance, it's always about them. They seem to want the spotlight on themselves at all times, overshadowing the efforts and duties of others who have dedicated their lives to public service without the need for constant validation. Their antics have turned what should be a dignified representation of the monarchy into a circus. The sense of entitlement they exhibit is astounding. They want all the benefits and none of the responsibilities that come with being part of the royal family. It is like they want to rewrite the rules to suit their personal whims. They've made a habit of airing grievances publicly, dragging the royal family through the mud in interviews and documentaries. This constant need to be seen as victims, despite their privileged position, is tiresome and disingenuous. Oh yes, I respect the Queen and the royal family for not giving in to Harry and Meghan's demands and taking the high road. Clearly, this is a level of dignity that Meghan has never experienced. Let the Sussexes deal with the consequences of their actions. And honestly, who cares about their kids? They shouldn't be used as pawns in their games. I was also turned off by the engagement announcement. On game shows, the models will often raise one arm and lower the other arm to act as a frame for the prize being described. Meghan did the same thing during the interview. She stepped back slightly and framed Harry in that same way. To me, it was as if she was saying, "Look what I won." I had a bad feeling, but never in my wildest dreams did I ever think it would become as disastrous as it did. After all, no need to even have an ounce of sympathy for her. She is by definition a narcissist. She is very aware of her behaviors and why others are upset. Because she is a narcissist, she does not have an ounce of sympathy for the hurt, pain, etc. her actions, words, and behavior have caused others, not Harry or her children, as they grow up, with all the abuse from a narcissist mother. The narcissist playbook is to twist the truth and or pretend to be the victim, whichever will work faster or be the easiest or whichever way they can benefit. Twist truth, blame someone else or pretend to be the victim. An apology from a narcissist is very, very rare, and then it's only if they will somehow benefit. Maybe, or maybe I am just hoping, with Meghan in the press with the word narcissist being used to describe her, more people will become aware of what a narcissist is, and or the very specific traits of a narcissist, and or the playbook a narcissist uses over and over, and they will know to walk or run in the opposite direction. In my experience, this type does not care if they hurt someone else's feelings. They act like they care and they will act as though they are concerned, but the truth comes out in the very way they word an apology or explanation of their actions. Sorry you feel that way. They don't care how you feel, and they were not sorry if they've hurt your feelings or upset you. To be honest, who knew what a shitstorm we were in for when these two got together, right? How in the not-so-distant future, even the sight of their faces would make us scream out in agony. Why? When Meghan walked down the aisle, her long veil trailing behind, snagging small children and bits of wedding decor in its wake, we were still so innocent. Oh, sure. We'd made some jokes at her expense, a blazing white wedding gown for husband number 3. Really? But I don't think any of us knew what kind of woke nonsense lay ahead. Here's a list of what I think Meghan's rules were in order to get the most bang for her buck. In terms of attention, drama, and criticism surrounding this 43M wedding extravaganza. Commence the spending. Doesn't matter what you buy: clothes, shoes, trips, new hair. Keep the private jet on speed dial and make it your second home. Need to make a quick dash to the market? That's what helicopters are for. Uber is for losers. Spout off about things you don't understand or believe in, like how important it is for all of us to decrease our carbon footprint and how we should do better when it comes to fill in the most woke thing you can think of. Mention how racist everyone is, and that your own country has had a horrible past in that regard. Be sure to speak in a superior and condescending tone. This will increase your TQ turd quotient and make people talk about you even more. Somehow manage to insult the 94-year-old, much beloved and revered grandmother and queen. File a bunch of lawsuits. This should be your new part-time job. It tells people that you are super important, super famous, and you just can't take all the intrusion anymore. Go on TV to talk about how you can take all the intrusion anymore. You need privacy. Your fake baby needs privacy. This is intolerable. Then, when you've alienated pretty much everyone around you, including your in-laws, former friends, and the general public, pull one last stunt. Announce that you're quitting your job with the family, moving out of the country and taking the allowance, benefits and titles with you. Use Instagram, that will really sting. Emphasize how much you really want to become financially independent. And since you have no skills or experience, it shouldn't be that hard. Throw in some nonsense about modernizing the monarchy, just for good measure. Like you've really got the monarchy's best interests at heart. So, lie. Let it slip that months ago, you de-trademarked the name Sussex Royal in order to merchandise everything from pencils to T-shirts like Disneyland. This is where your future financial independence lies. How clever you are. After a resounding nope from the Queen, don't be afraid to sulk and pout like the emotional teenagers you are. You are allowed to feel your feelings. This was where the harsh criticism and the feelings of anger, betrayal, and disbelief all came to a head. This caper had involved complex thinking, legal documentation, and planning not Harry's strong suit. This was Meghan's brainchild. In the face of all that outrage, Meghan barely batted an eye. Since moving to the U.S., the Markles have gotten into politics and feminist issues, canceled the Invictus Games fundraiser next year, bought a 14M mansion in Santa Barbara while still owing on Frogmore, and signed with Netflix, which is controversial at this time. Meghan's actions have been absolutely revolting. I hope she gets Markled stat. I have read that Prince William is livid about their deal with Netflix. The rest of the royal family is not pleased either if the news is reliable. The Crown is set to air the episode on Princess Diana's battle with bulimia soon. Then there is the play as well that from all indications portray her unfavorably. How can Harry work with someone that tarnishes his mom's image? I know she was not perfect, but I adored her. She at least admitted to her faults. Princess Diana was classy, beautiful and genuine. She did a lot of good work as well. I hope Meghan gets Markled soon. 2. I don't see how the royal family can hold back much longer from doing something about them. Harry and Meghan are making such a mockery of them. And Harry supporting a company that discredits his own mother. She must be rolling over in her grave disgusting. I sure had him pegged wrong when I thought he was just a goofy, easygoing, friendly guy. Ugh! They are spoilt little brats. The Markles are indeed a comedy of errors. I admit I watched the wedding of these two all the way through, and never have I laughed so much at must-read TV in a good long while. The expressions on the faces of Harry's family were priceless. Poor Doria sitting all alone was a weird touch as well. The Afro-American-themed wedding, when neither the bride nor the groom subscribed to that kind of service, was puzzling. Nothing wrong with it, but what did it have to do with either of them? It is puzzling as well to this late middle-aged American how two people with so much privilege, money, and opportunity make such strange choices. Besides, Catherine just looked down most of the time. She probably knew if she met eyes with William she would lose it. It was entertaining, for sure. I think Meghan was trying to emphasize the black side of herself, but since she's never done that before, I think her wedding was a strange place to start. I do love gospel choirs, though. Enjoyed that part of it. Well, that's all for today's video. Thank you very much for watching our video, and I want to know what you think about these issues. Please express your opinion in the comments below. Hope you will always be cheerful and happy. Don't forget to support us by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. Goodbye and see you again in the next videos.